Cory Aquino's presidency is a big leap to our country, as she was the most prominent figure of the 1986 People Power Revolution. She enacted numerous successful agrarian reform laws to improve the socio-economic condition of the poor rural communities by widening their land base, but some were also failed to introduce. But before we further discuss that, we must know the social condition in that time. During Cory Aquino's presidency, the level of poverty remained widespread and among the worst in Asia, with 65% of the population still live below the poverty line. Her economic policies were criticized for not being able to exterminate the poverty and corruption through the late dictatorship of late Ferdinand Marcos. Nearly two-thirds of the 10 million people employed in agriculture don't own the land they are using because the 20% of the population owns the 80% of the land as a result of unequal land distribution.
What is agrarian reform? Agrarian reform can refer either narrowly to government-initiated or government-backed distribution of agricultural land, or broadly to an overall redirection of the agrarian system which often include land reform measures. Throughout her presidency, Cory Aquino enacted the following law provided under the Article 2 of Section 21 of the Philippine Constitution. Here are the following law. Executive Order Number 228 on July 16, 1987. She declared full ownership to qualified farmer beneficiary covered by PD 27. Executive Order Number 229 on July 22, 1987. Provided mechanism for implementation of Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program or CARP. Proclamation Number 131 on July 22, 1987 institute the CARP as a major program of the government. It provided for a special fund known as Agrarian Reform Fund or ARF with an initial amount of 50 billion pesos to cover the estimated cost of the program from 1987 to 1992. Executive Order Number 129A on July 26, 1987 streamlined and expanded the power and operation of the DAR. Next one is Executive Order Number 405 on June 14, 1990, vested in Land Bank of the Philippines and responsibility to determine land valuation and compensation for all land covered by CARP. Lastly, Executive Order Number 407 on June 14, 1990, accelerated the acquisition and distribution of agricultural land, pasture land, fish pond, agroforestry land, and other land of public domain suitable for agriculture.
And now let us have the problems faced by the ex-president Cory Aquino in her term as president. The first one was the problem involving the Hacienda Luisita massacre, wherein the farm workers were given illegal stock certificates, which literally made them obtain nothing. And the two strategic blunders of the Aquino, which is the failure to introduce the comprehensive land reform and the inability to attract foreign investments in the midst of the Asia's investment boom.
As we are facing the problems in agrarian, the Department of Agrarian Reform is the lead government agency that holds and implements comprehensive and genuine agrarian reform, which actualize equitable land distribution, ownership, agricultural productivity, and tenurial security for of the with the tiller of the land towards the improvement of their quality life. This department presents the solution of the current president or the past president. When President Fidel B. Ramos formally took over in 1992, his administration came to face with the public who have lost confidence in the agrarian reform programs. His administration committed to the vision, fairer, faster, and more meaningful implementation of agrarian reform programs. Republic Act 7905, 1995 strengthened the implementation of the CARP. Para sa mahihirap, Executive Order Number 151, September 1999, the Farmer Trust Fund allowed the voluntary consolidation of small farm operation into medium and large-scale integrated enterprise that can access long-term capital. During his administration, President Estrada launched the Magkapalikat para sa Kaunlarang Agraryo o Magsasaka. The DAR forged into joint ventures with the private investor into agrarian sector to make FBS competitive.